everybody, this is Dawn from DoubleDChicksNStuffHomestead. Just wanted to give you a few updates of what's been going on lately. We've had kind of a busy week and I have not been able to do any videos. One, it's dark when I get home from work, and two, it's been raining cats and dogs. I want to give a shout out to Two Quacks, 5 Clucks Farms. I watched a video of theirs all the way to the end and I got a free hat. And I also want to give a shout out to Living Miracle Homestead. I won some of these dish towels, the Harvest Moon giveaway from Miss Kathy at Living Miracle Homestead. So, just wanted to let y'all know, I've been ordering some seeds from a company called Pure Pollination. I got these in earlier this week, so I'll have all my ducks in a row to be able to start getting my garden started ahead of time. Right now the garden's kind of wilted looking from the all the rain we've gotten this week. Kind of worried about it. My husband said not to worry, it's gonna be okay because it's just from all the rain and it's all, some of it's wilting pretty good. All right, so some of the seeds that I got with this Pure Pollination, it's supposed to be like 16,500 different seeds. It's got lettuce, tomatoes, some kale, radishes, asparagus, turnips, tomatoes. I think I said tomatoes already, sorry. Watermelon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, some beans. So they come in little tiny packets like this. And it gives you all kinds. So I want to get started here soon. Seed starters, I've got to check in to see how soon I need to do that. I'm sure I've got a couple months left before we need to do that. I was also thinking about maybe getting a little small greenhouse. Talked to my husband about maybe building one of our own out of maybe some thick clear plastic, PVC pipe. I don't know. If anybody's got any ideas, drop me a line, let me know what y'all think. This Pure Pollination, believe it or not, I found this on Facebook. It was fairly cheap. I think first time you order it, you get so much off. I think I paid $34.99 for 16,500 seeds. So you'll have plenty of that. Also, I'm in the process, I want to try and maybe plant some lavender. So I got 1,500 lavender seeds I ordered from somebody off of eBay, I think it was. So with the economy and stuff going like it is, I feel like things are going to be going up price-wise. So doing the homesteading, Chad and I are going to try and do as much as we can on our own without having to go to town to buy stuff. Chad hunts, our children deer hunt, and we process our own deer. Of course, sometimes we take it to the processor when we want sausage or things like that. But for the most part, we cut up our deer and process it ourselves. So also that goes for the quail and our chickens. We did have some, I bought some Cornish cross chickens earlier this year, and we processed those. They turned out real good. My first time processing, I think I did 20 by myself. Yeah, it was 20, and I was tired of chickens when I got through. So, but Chad's gonna build a chicken tractor. We're gonna try and raise close to 100 maybe this next time, and quail. He wants to get some bob white quail, so we're gonna do that, and I think I'm gonna hatch my own. It'll probably be a lot easier and less expensive doing that. and we're going to process some of the quail. We want to see about what we need to do about turning them loose around here at the farm. We have a few problems with some coyotes, but hopefully we're working on taking care of that too. We were out there checking the garden today, had the husband out there turning my compost pile. I've been getting some of the coffee grounds from a Starbucks that's about 5 minutes from my work, so I can go there a couple times a day and pick up their leftover coffee grounds. So been putting those in the compost pile, and I've got a couple friends that have been giving me some bags of leaves, and I've got horse manure and chicken manure and quail manure and leftover vegetables and everything. So hopefully by spring we should have a pretty good compost pile to get in the garden. We also had a company come today. We're thinking about going solar, and they gave us a little bit of an estimate of what it was. You get like a rebate, so to speak, back from being energy efficient type thing. You get it back on your, I think, taxes or something. We're checking into it. We're not wanting solar panels up on our roof, and we've got plenty of land out here that we can put the panels out in the pasture. And they can also put them up high enough that we can make it like a kind of like a lean-to for the horses to get up under, probably during the summertime or if a storm or anything like that. And we can store the tractor under there, or you know, whatever else we need to use it for. All right, so that's kind of a short list of some of the things that's been going on this week. We're also dealing with one of our dogs. They seem to think that she may have cancer in one of her legs, so we're having to go to the vet with that. So that's kind of occupied our time a little bit this week too. Try and do another video maybe tomorrow when we're in the process of doing our quail, and maybe I can get out there and take a few videos of the chickens and different things like that. And Chad, he's been working on clearing some of our property. We got 22 acres, and he's been working on trying to clear that out some and clear some drainage ditches, and you know, in the process of
trying to get some dove hunting and deer hunting property.
Yeah. So he's big on, he's slowed down with the deer hunting, but he's big on the bird shooting. Normally he goes to Arkansas right after Thanksgiving, but he said something about maybe giving that up this year because we got so many different things going on, and he wants to kind of stick close to home. Producing
stuff for the deer and the wildlife, you know, not just necessarily the deer, but me and Dawn talked about raising some quail around here, and you know, South Carolina has been the quail population in South Carolina has gone downhill for the past 20, 30 years. Fire ants, coyotes, different things. But we would love to raise some bobwhites. My goal is by springtime is to have a fly pen big enough to hold or house about 10,000 bobwhite quail. And if we could turn out some bobwhite quail and process some of them, that would be great. I'm not a big quail hunter. Never been into quail hunting. When I was a young boy, we used to walk through my granddaddy's property and shoot quail, and that was 40 years ago, you know, and there was quail, big coveys of quail, but I ain't seen big coveys of quail in years. But I would love to see that again, and that and wild turkeys. Of course, we got plenty of wild turkeys around here, but they are diminished because of the coyotes. But that will be the next step. Will be the wild turkeys. But because Dawn wants to raise the quail for meat, the eggs, and to sell them to places like Maurice and other places like that, I can have a good time raising some bob whites, and I'd love to see a flock of 10,000 in my backyard, you know, in their environment. But it's not just about hunting or killing. It's a lot about. I've been deer hunting. I'm 49 years old. I've been deer hunting for over 40 years. I started with my daddy when I couldn't even climb a tree, and my daddy would put me in a tree on his back. But I love to watch these deer. I love to grow these deer. I love to watch these deer grow. And I got meat in my freezer right now, and I'd love to put some more meat in my freezer. But just tonight, I went over to the hunting club, and I had a big doe 60 yards from me in the scope, and she had a little one with her. And my buddy who farms land says we need to kill some does. And I know we need to kill some does. And I had that deer dead to rights. I didn't take the doe. It's just because I enjoy watching them. And I know there's a big argument with that, and I'm not going to get into that politics. But the politics of deer and turkey, and quail, and doves, I do everything I can to put back into this country. And I enjoy growing them and producing them. I like to eat them. I love to eat deer. I rather my daughter or my stepson kill the deer. I don't care about cleaning them anymore. If I kill them, I got to clean them. And my youngins, they need them. But the bottom line is, I want to put back, whether it's Cotornix quail, how you pronounce it?
That's right.
Cotornix quail, meat quail, and we can make some money off of it. Or if we do bob whites, and if I raise 10,000 and we set out 5,000 and sell 5,000, I just want to put back as much as I take. As far as I'm concerned, it's a matter of putting back. I like to see big deer. I like to see grown deer. I like to see these kids around here pass up a 2-year-old deer and watch that joker grow for 5 years. And I can put pictures on Facebook or on this account and show you exactly what I'm talking about as far as deer is concerned. And as far as quail and turkeys go, it's a little bit different story with that. But if in this area, if we got coverage of quail that's 15, 20 coverage of quail, and the guys that like the quail hunt like they did 20, 30 years ago. My buddy Hal Herbert, which happened to be my dentist, he's retired now. He's a big quail hunter, and he could tell you how it is. But if we had coveys of quail like that, like it used to be back then, y'all would understand what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to put back. That's what I want to do. I want to put back. We're trying to get off the grid. We're trying to be self-sufficient. We're just trying to put back along with living like we're living. And I sound like a damn soapbox, but it's all about damn putting back into the ecosystem. I could go on, but I think y'all get the gist. If you got any questions or if you got any comments or you want me to go any further with what I'm saying, I'll be glad to. All you got to do is
subscribe and drop a comment.
Yeah, subscribe to drop a comment with Dawn. I mean, I'm very passionate about my animals. Whether I'm eating them, whether I'm growing them to eat, or whether I'm out in the wild to eat. I'm very passionate about that. She takes care of the growing and the chickens and this, that, and the other. And, I could go out every day. I could kill a deer every day. But my days of killing deer is over with. I mean, it's when there was me and Dawn and four youngins in the house. I killed everything that come. What they say, if it's brown, it's down. That's the way it was. I'm not like that. And then when the kids left the house, I went to trophy hunting. This year's the first year. I don't care about deer hunting anymore. I still feed them every day. Every Saturday I go out and I feed my deer. I check my pictures. It's the same thing. But this year's for some reason it's just not there. I could kill them, but I don't. And I feel like I'm preaching a soapbox, but I'm not going to do that. I'm all about the wildlife. I'm all about being off the grid. I'm all about living in the country. And I'm going to live in the country. And if I had to get my daughter or my stepson or my daughter's boyfriend to kill me a deer, that's what I'm going to do. I just don't care about it anymore. But I'm going to kill some quail here tomorrow. But it is what it is. And I don't know how to end this thing, but I'm saying a whole lot to say too much. I'm just going to quit. But how you going to end this thing? What you going to say? Subscribe, what?
Like and subscribe to Double D Chicks and Stuff Homestead. And remember, life is too short to watch it fly by. Everybody have a good evening. Thank you.